Hey everyone, this is Aaron with Crypto Trends. Today, March 7th, 2019, talking about Vechain. Why do I still hold or HODL and accumulate it? Please keep in mind that this is not financial advice, just my opinion. So let's get on to Vechain. Let's go take a look at its current chart, okay? And we're going to be looking at it versus Ether. And let me bring it up in the 1 hour. Okay, so this is Vechain. Well, first let me make sure that I am indeed streaming. Yes, I am. Okay, great. All right, so Vechain, let me scroll out here a bit. Vechain has some interesting patterns, which is, let me go out here to the 2 hour, see if that works better. Vechain has some interesting patterns going on. As you can see here, we had, first started off with a big drop down when it switched to VET from VEN. And went up here, and then it's coming down here. And we've been in this trading channel for quite a while. And there were some nice opportunities to pick it up here where it's labeled the AR. And we have the BC, which is the buying climax. This is Wyckoff stuff, okay? That purple line, let me just get rid of that. There. Okay, so recently we've had this big drop here. That was the selling climax, and we had the automatic rally. So that should be up there. And the selling climax, automatic rally, same as the buying climax here in this short little region. Anyway. And then we had this nice uptrend up to an upthrust all the way up to the Vechain summit, right? And it's coming down a bit. So the trend is kind of reversing. But what are we doing here actually? We are testing this upper bounds area right in here. So this whole thing between these lines, they're the upper bounds area. And this is great. So here's the lower bounds and here's the upper bounds. Okay, so you guys can see that. And we have like a basic trend line going on here. And one thing to note is that is this going to turn around? Is this like real stopping volume? Is it going to turn around and go back up? Well, we'll see. We don't know. But it looks hopeful, right? Yeah, we're hopeful. So hopefully it tests this upper bounds and just skyrockets up, right? But why am I accumulating this? Why have I been hodling it since the beginning? Well, I'll show you where I got in, okay? I got in right around in this time period here, was around about 20 cents. And I bought in again right around on December, I don't know, like 20th, somewhere around there, where it was right around $1 something. And majority of the stuff I got was at the 20-cent level. And right now it's a little bit above that. So if we just go to, this is on CoinMarketCap I was looking at. If we go over and look at VET, let's go to USDT. Right now it is at 0.006, and this is on USD, so that times 100, so that makes it 60 cents. So I'm a little bit I'm above water on this thing, and so that's cool and so forth like that. And I've been accumulating this. So why have I been accumulating it? Well, if we go back to the charts here, okay, let me scroll out here to the, let's go to the day. Okay, we take a look at this chart, we see what's going on. Now, this line down here, this one is like real super strong support, this bottom line here. We also have a buying climax up here in this area. So for a larger trend, instead of just this little one right here, this little section right here, scrolling out, we see a much larger trend. And what we see is a lower bounds test right there. And what happens in Wyckoff is that you kind of go between lower bounds and upper bounds tests because they're testing for supply and stuff like that. So eventually I'm looking for an upper bounds test up here in this region. Hopefully that'll be a happening thing. And this, please note that this is on Ether, okay? And yeah, so I'm looking for an upper bounds test here. We'll see what happens. But the thing is that if you scroll way out, you can see that there is a pretty large pattern here. Let me get rid of this garbage. So yeah, I'm thinking that it's going to do an upper bounds test. We'll see, according to Wyckoff, that it's in a much larger pattern. And we actually have to scroll out here. Let's go to the week. Okay, so there's the week. See what it's doing, right? Let me take auto off. So we have this AR, so we're looking for, or I'm actually looking for, you know, if we look at Wyckoff patterns, it goes like this, and then it just takes off. So what I'm looking for is not so much short-term stuff. I'm not concerned with this stuff here. If it's down in this area, it's like, yeah, you know, it's like I'm loving those prices, right? And a lot of people are loving those prices, and a lot of people are just like holding. They're holding their breath because they got in at Van at substantially higher prices. And, you know, it happens. It happens. But I'm looking at a long-term, more long-term on this thing where, yeah, upper bounds tests up here in this area and then up higher. And if we go ahead and look at, we bring up Wyckoff. We'll do accumulation. And we just go to the images here. See what's a good one. We'll bring up this one. It's a classic. Let me scroll in. Blow this up for you guys. This is a real good explanation, this page. This is on stockcharts.com. Suggest to give it a look-see. Anyway, so here is the accumulation pattern. Let me blow that up so you guys can see it. Okay, so we have our selling climax and then our automatic rally, secondary test. You see how it goes up and down? We haven't hit this ST in phase B yet. We are still in phase A. Okay? We are still in phase A. Keep in mind that this is long term. And this corresponds to my long-term chart right here. So we are in phase A. We're, yeah, you guys see that? We're right over here. It's going down to the secondary test, and then that's why I said up here, we're going to be looking at some type of another test upwards. All right, so that's simple enough. You guys get that. So why else am I holding Vechain? Well, because of its partnerships and the amount of work that it has and the progress that it has made. It has made really tremendous progress. It's really it goes without saying. I think that this is absolutely the, as far as projects go in the whole cryptocurrency, the number one by far. And the thing is with a lot of other coins out there, is they build something and then they go and they hopefully they can find a client or somebody to actually use it. With Vechain, they have their DNVGL partnership, where DNVGL is actually an equity owner. They own a percentage of Vechain, which I mean, you can't get much stronger of a partnership than that. And the thing is with DNVGL is that they are established. They've been around for 150 years plus. They have so many customers in so many different areas. It's really mind-boggling. They're a powerhouse for what they do in accreditation, certification, that type of stuff. And what they are basically is you could think of them as a partner machine for Vechain, because Vechain, since they're like owners of Vechain, I tend to think of Vet now as being the cryptocurrency arm of DNVGL. That's how I look at Vechain. And it's really cool because you can look and see the announcements of DNVGL of they're helping their clients, that where cryptocurrency could help, they're helping to onboard them. And so it's one client after another, and the clients that they're helping out, they have like vendor relationships with their other vendors. And so it's, people talk to each other. So it's not only just a client, one of DNVGL's direct clients. You also have their clients, people or businesses that they do business with. They may or may not be on DNVGL. But the thing to keep in mind is that if one of DNVGL's clients is going on to blockchain, more than likely onto Vechain, then they're probably going to talk to their business associates, right? And so it is just like one huge ecosystem that it's like a gift that keeps on giving. So it has really tremendous long-term traction. Okay, because on Vechain, I'm not, it's like I said, I'm looking at this thing basically in years. Okay, and that's how I see it. I have right now, this is on the weekly view. Okay, a lot of people are scrolled way into the to like the 3-minute chart and stuff like that, and that's fun to do to help, if that's your trading style and so on and so forth. But Vechain for me is a long-term hold, and that's just me, because I got in and I'm holding this puppy and I'm accumulating when the times are right, which because it's so low, let's put it in perspective. Okay. Oh, look, there's a target box I have. if that puts it into perspective, okay, guys. But yeah, Vechain was, well, let's go over to the dollar. Oh, USDT. Okay, we'll go look at it on the dollar. Let me shrink this down quite a bit. Okay, so it was Ven, and it was, like this when it started up with that chart I showed you. And right now we're way down here. Okay, and you can like draw a line up here, draw a line here, and then yeah, we can test these upper bounds. And what happens sometimes, it comes like this and bounces up. All right, so that's pretty much what I'm looking at, and that's why I'm holding. So little price dips down here, I mean, it doesn't even show, guys. It doesn't even show. It's really pathetic. And if you can see the timeline here, it's like, yeah, I'm real scrolled out quite a bit, but let me shrink this down. But this was like the top. This was around $9, right? $8.50, around that area here. It's just drawn in. It's not exact. But this little area down in here, a lot of people are worrying about little price fluctuations. They're nothing. they're nothing. Oh, DRF, yeah. Okay, daily racing form, guys. But yeah, this is like nothing down here. It's mind-boggling to see where it is and where it can go. So, you tell me, do you like Vet? Do you like, do you like Vechain? Let me know. What do you guys think of it? But for long term, that's what I'm thinking. And keep in mind that we have an important date right around in here, which is the Olympics, right? And what do we have going on with the Olympics? We have Docomo. 5G, right? That's Japan's largest mobile carrier. And they're going to be doing a lot of stuff with the Olympics. That's what I think is going to be happening, and that's right around this time period. So that's what I'm looking for. Could it go up there? We'll see. It's like there's no guarantees. I mean, this thing could just go blah. You know, it's Vechain. But it's going down. But why has it been going down? Because it's been going down and following a Wyckoff pattern. Okay? So remember that Wyckoff pattern I brought up. You guys can look at it. I have a lot of videos on it. But yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm looking at. So I see like this whole area in here. That's accumulation, okay? And then yeah, you have your ups and downs. You get it whenever you want. If you don't, you know, you sell, you hold it, you buy it, you know, whatever you guys want to do. I'm just explaining how I actually look at Vechain. And this is like a long-term hold. So that's me. Give me your thoughts, guys. Give me your thoughts. Are you accumulating? Are, you know, what are you guys doing with Vechain? Do you think it's ever going to go up this high again? Let me know. It'd be interesting. But Vechain is like awesome, cool. Now, if we go over and take a look at their Twitter, I mean, they have partnerships after partnerships. They had good news where they just had, what do they just have? They, you know, right now they have the seeds and chips thing going on right now, where DNVGL is talking and stuff like that. So they have some good news there. They have so many. I mean, it's just amazing. It's mind-boggling, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know about the news and stuff. And they just got hooked up with where's this thing where they got hooked up for it's called Zeus, and it's so they could be, you can now use Vechain through their platform for Apple Pay and Samsung Pay, which is pretty cool. And check that out. I'm looking for it right now. I can't. Oh, here it is, Zeus. Okay, now you can use Zeus to pay with VET with our exciting collaboration with Vechain, another leap towards mass adoption. Yeah. So click on that. Go ahead and read that. Read about Zeus. Right now, this is only available in the UK, but it's like awesome, guys. It's like awesome, and they have awesome news after awesome news. They have partnership after partnership. We're looking for one of PwC's big clients to announce something here in the next few weeks, hopefully. And also don't forget about that IC, what was it, the first country sanctioned ICO, and it's going to be launched on the Vechain platform, and that's coming up. That's from San Marino. It's a little like country state inside Italy. It's a really great place. Anyway, it's just partnership after partnership after partnership. BMW, whole bunch of things. It's like I have a ton of videos on this thing, but you know, there's a lot of stress in Vechain, and all I'm saying is don't forget to scroll out on the time frames. Don't forget to scroll out, okay? And I think a lot of people are looking at this, and they're just impatient, and that's fine. You know, if you guys, you know, do what you want to do, follow your gut, follow your instincts. And long-term holds for some people aren't that easy. I'll show you one that I've been in for quite a long time. Let me go out here to the month. Okay, and what's this one? Oh my gosh. Doesn't even go back that far. But anyway, this is Lockheed Martin, LMT. Great, fantastic company. But I got into it. When I first got it was back in the 80s, man. Back in the 80s. So I've been holding this longer than a lot of people that are in crypto have been alive. So, you know, you tell me. But look at this thing. Started way down here, and then it only goes back to 96. And this is LMT's the ticker. They make like the SR-71 and lots of really cool aviation and a whole bunch of cool things. Awesome. But look at that growth. Way down here. Whammo bammo. What do you think these people were thinking about when they're right down here? Oh, this thing is a dog. But you can think of this. How I think of Vechain actually is I think of that one higher price, that one larger range where I had Ven on it. So like this is like the 850 mark right here. That's how I see Vechain's future. Okay, and that is just me. That is just me. I think Vechain is going to be around a long time, and it's one of the very few cryptocurrencies out there, in my opinion, that I think that actually has the wherewithal because of the because of the NVGL and because of PwC and because it's based in business. It's the cryptocurrency for business. Okay, they are actually being a service provider trying to help clients get on board to their platform. They're not out there like searching for clients. Clients are like, hey, we want to get on. How can we do this? Okay. But anyway, that's kind of like how I see Vechain for like a very long time frame. And hey, on LMT, do your research. They make like a lot of cool stuff. You know, I like them. They're pretty high right now. So you can see I have a little target box up there. Hope it goes up there. That'd be sweet. Anyway, so yeah, so that's Vechain. Give me your thoughts on Vechain, okay? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Whatever. I don't think it's a scam by any means. No, siree, Bob. I don't think it's a scam at all. But yeah, see how tiny this is. Scroll way out. It's minuscule. Okay. That's how I look at it because I have a very long-term perspective on this. So that's Vechain. All right. So enough of that. Let's go over and take a look and see what is going on with XRP. See if I have it on this one. Yeah, it's not the one I wanted to show you. Let's go over to ETH. Scroll on down. XRP. Bring this up. There. Okay, so you guys have probably seen this chart before. What it did is it actually hit my target box here. Okay, it's just been making a beeline going along this long downward trend. And keep in mind, trend is your friend. The trend is your friend. Now, the thing to note about this is that we're looking for stopping volume that's going to be coming into the market. Something kind of like this, to where all of a sudden it comes down and it stops. Okay, now right here where it hit the box, let me scroll in a lot. Let me scoot it on over. As you can see right here, it came way down on that wick, and then it got bought all the way up to here. And that's like that's pretty cool. There was a lot of sellers in this area, and somebody picked up a whole bunch of coins, didn't they? And they have been picking up coins. They've been picking up coins on all these big sells, going down, 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 down. And one thing to note about XRP is that it's starting to look interesting, because if it comes down further, if we don't have some type of stopping volume here pretty soon. Look at what kind of support there is. Is that anything? No, that's nothing. Well, it kind of is right here with that spike, and that's what this blue line is here. So I'm interested to keep an eye out for some type of turnaround for XRP right around in this range. We'll see. We'll see. But that's what I'm thinking. And then, yeah, you can draw a line going across here. And, okay, yeah, that could be support. So we'll see what happens with XRP. But right now, this is pretty much of a classical, it's called markdown, okay, in Wyckoff. It's called markdown. And that's what's happening. The price is being marked down. But start keeping an eye on XRP for probably a large wicked dip and then an up like that. We'll see. But that's just what I think, you know. Not trading advice. I'm just saying, hey, you know, keep your eyes on XRP. It might be doing something. What's around this time frame? It might be doing something around May, okay? But right now, it's just sucking wind. I mean, and that's how it goes. It's sucking wind. Whoops, didn't want to do that. So that's about it, guys. Gonna go over to the chat. Please like, subscribe, get notified. Tell me about Vechain. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Whatever, okay? And then XRP. It's like I don't hate XRP. It's just going through... it's just going through a markdown right now, and that's all there is. And when you're trading, you got to watch out. Oh, is this thing going to go into a markdown? Is it time to get out? You know, what if you got out up near the top? Okay, so you missed the very top. What if you it came back up and you got out there at the second top area? Okay, fine. How much better would you feel right now? You know, if you did that, you would have missed all of this. And this is if you're swing trading. Okay, if you have a very long outlook on XRP, you don't care, right? You don't care. But are you still getting bothered? Are you still getting psychologically bothered if you're long term? Like I mean long term, like 3-5 years, okay? And that's up to you. On Vechain, a lot of people are in it for the long term. There's a lot of very long term holders that I think have a lot of stock as well, like equities, and so they're comfortable holding long term. All right, which makes it a lot different than a lot of other coins. Anyway, please like, subscribe, get notified. I'm gonna go check out the chat, see if anybody's on there, say hi, and then take off. So here we go. Oh, there are peoples. Hey peoples, thanks for watching. So WW, yay. Thanks for watching, Dub. Hey, Armor. Doing good? How you feeling, brother? Doing fine. My bad drawings. Remember the 1 to 100 split. I'm a massive fan of Vechain. Yeah, that's why I was showing this back here. This is Ven. This is Ven. And then at the end of this, it took a dump from basically $1.66 down to 1 penny, 1.66 pennies, right, with the 1/100 split, and then it dumped further. So on these amounts, to get the equivalent amounts, like when I said I got it for 20 cents, that is 0.0, you divide that by 100, okay, so that's 0.002. all right, 0.002. That's where I got it at, and a large portion. And right now Vechain is at 0.006. Yeah, so where am I at? I mean, I'm close to 300% return. I'm close to 3x on this bad boy. Okay? And the reason I'm hodling it is because I showed you, man. I have a really long term, and I think it's going to have good things in the future. We'll see. That's just my opinion. There's nothing out there that has the partnerships by far. Anyway, yeah, the 1/100 split. That's right. Hey, Samantha, good to see you. Massive Vechain also. Hard not to be a fan. Yeah. It's like hard not to be a fan. And if you notice the tone in my voice, it's like I'm not trying to like hype this thing up or do whatever. It's like, okay, well, here's the reasons why I'm holding, where I got in, where I expect it to go in the very long term, and I'm trying to give you realistic expectations as far as time frames. Okay, I'm looking forward to the Olympics because I think that's going to be a real nice marketing opportunity with Docomo and Vechain and stuff, and so we'll see what happens there. There isn't any news on that. It's just a guess. Okay. But nevertheless, you know, I mean, we have a lot of interesting things coming up. That's for sure. So my Pat Drawing says, I'm a node holder. Hey, congrats. Good for you. Hopefully price will rise by 2020. Will be big. Yeah. As you can see, I think 2020 is really just a start. Let's go back to that. I think that's where I had it. Yeah, so if we go out to the week and scrunch this thingy down to where it's like minuscule. Yeah, I have that target box up here because it did a markdown basically, right? And so we're at the bottom of the markdown. And we're still looking for it to test this upper bounds test when it comes back up. And then what it does is that, yeah, it bounces up and then comes back and then it continues onward like that. I mean, it's off the chart. I have to keep on squinching this thing down. Okay, just like that. That's what happens. Let's bring up Wyckoff again. Wyckoff accumulation. So I bring that up? Yeah, piece of cake, easy. Look at that. Zoom. So right now, I mean, we haven't even hit the AR, is what I'm saying, okay? We're down here at the selling climax. That's where we're at. We're still in phase A. I mean, that's where we're at. And look what happens after it marks up if we get a spring. Zoom. Yeah, isn't that cool? Here's an example. Boom, reaccumulation. Yeah. It's, yeah, best of luck to everyone. That's all I can say. Let me go ahead and kill that. Thanks for your comments. Appreciate it. Hey, AKB. Thanks for watching. An X space X. Double X. It says, you're the best. Thanks. Appreciate it. Samantha says, Sonny said most people will be using VET without even knowing they're using it in about 2 years. He wrote a note to his daughter that he will be proud to tell her he was a part of building this that people are going to be using daily. And that's right, we have BYD with their cars. They might not even know that they're going to be using it. And so when they pull it into the repair shop, things are going to get logged. Oil change, okay, that got changed, and you know, if it needed a new part, whatever. And so the car basically has a history. I think that's a future plan. It actually has like a history on it, and that's important for proper resale values and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see. And a lot of people aren't going to even know that they're using Vechain, and that is a really cool thing because you have the multiplayer platform with Vechain, where people can pay for using the services with Thor for somebody else. It's a third-party payment. So let's say you got a BYD car. You got a car from BYD. Okay, you're driving along, and your carbon credits gets handled. However they're going to do that, right? And all of a sudden it says, oh, it need an oil change. Okay, you go in and change the oil, and they don't have to pay for anything. It's because BYD is. This is a guess. It's because BYD is going to pay the usage for the blockchain usage. So the events get written to the blockchain. The people aren't going to pay for it. Well, they are. They are. They're going to pay for it, and it's going to be rolled into the it's going to be rolled into the price of the car. And so they're going to guesstimate, okay, well, this car is going to be, they're going to have it for whatever period of time, whatever, and it's going to be rolled into the car. So I'm sure they're figuring that out. The customer always pays, right? But indirectly, it would not be efficient if you're driving, you drove 40 kilometers and all of a sudden you have to like buy more Thor, or else your car stops in the middle of the road or something like that. That'd be cool. Anyway, yeah, so a lot of people won't even know that they're using it. Yeah, you can flip your VThor for VET or Bitcoin on OceanX. Yeah, you can do that. If you're an American, it's a real small withdrawal limit. Just keep that in mind because of the KYC. If you're not, like if you're Aussie or something like that, hey, you can properly KYC and go for it. But that brings up another important point. We have like Stellar Lumens, right? Stellar is really cool. It's a platform, and it has a built-in DEX, its own decentralized exchange. It's just native part of the coin. But that's a DEX, okay? What coin token out there has its own exchange? Anyone? Vechain is it. Vechain has OceanX. That's it. Next closest one, I guess, would be Tron with Binance, because they're real tight, right? Anyone can see that, but it's not nearly the same. That's like a grasping at straws. But Vechain is the only one with basically its own exchange. Yeah, isn't that cool? Stellar is the closest, but it's a decentralized exchange. Big difference. Okay? That's another huge one that a lot of people seem to miss. And I don't even think that we've seen the real use case for OceanX yet. Something in the future we'll see. So you're making over 50 plus VET a day, so you're thinking about it. Yeah. If you're doing 50 plus VET a day, hey, that's great. Because of your node, that's awesome. And so right now I'm just accumulating VET, and that's just me. Hey, there's Joe. Hey, Joe, what's up? So my pad drawings, you're swapping out Thor for VET. That's going to run into a problem, because when you get more VET, you're going to get more Thor, and then you're going to have to swap out more and buy more VET. What are you doing to the price, brother? You're driving the price up. It's your fault, and I'm okay with that. So a lot of people are doing that, and I'm okay with that. When people buy, the price goes up, right? Yeah. What was Vechain's ICO price? I think it was around, I don't know. It was really low. Right around the price. I think it was 0.8 cents or 1.2 cents or something like that. If somebody knows, stick it in. I don't quite know. It's I know, the key TKY, its price was 3 cents. And now it's just down in the dumps. But that's another really long-term hold for me. But, so as far as Vechain's ICO price, I don't know. I don't know off the top of my head. I got it through interesting ways and means. What about Icon? ICX. Icon is the second favorite crypto in Korea. And right now it looks like it's in the period of a markdown, starting a markdown phase. Ooh. So we'll see. But it is the second favorite. You're thinking, second? What's the favorite? There's something called MedX. They did a poll in Korea. MediBlock is the name of it. That's the favorite, last I've heard, the favorite coin in Korea. And Icon is the second. But just looking at this chart, overall chart, it comes up, it hit a high, got rejected. Gee, remember what I was just talking about with XRP? Okay, there's your second peak. Then I had XRP going blah, like that. So we'll see if that happens. Yeah, it could go straight and continue going on. But just haven't taken a look at XRP. I mean, excuse me, at Icon too much. But, you know, follow your gut, follow your instincts. Had some nice buying opportunities down here. This is a pretty nice rise. So if you got in down here, hey, I don't know. Tell me what you're going to do. Why is TKY dumping? Because people are scared. It's a fabulous time for us. People are scared. There's blood in the water. Even though it is May. It's May 7th. And they are going to have their announcement come out for their trial. If it continues or not, which looks like it's going to, in June, so next month. And people are just scared. That's blood in the water. And who was it? Who said it? That you buy when there's blood in the water, even if it's your own. I'm not sure if that was Buffett or not. If you know who said that, you know, put it down. I'm not saying buy TKY or buy anything, actually. I mean, cryptocurrency is extremely risky, okay? We all know that. I'm not saying sell everything or whatever. Just saying follow your own instincts, follow your own gut and head and stuff like that. Yeah, and Samantha's saying, yeah, but Vet had the 1/100 split. That's right. So when we go, so right now it's trading about $1. All-time high was 9, close to 9, right? Vechain is the roof. Thanks, hon. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's about it. I mean, oh, AKB just put up something. My Thor shows 0 balance. I'm confused. What's it for? Should I try to trade out? Will it be worth anything? What is Thor for? Thor is for it's the cost of the transactions. And it's the gas. How we think of like Neo gas. That's what Thor is, okay? Will it be worth anything? Well, right up here, just had a swapping out, getting 50 Thor. Where's that comment? Yeah, some iPad drawings. He makes over 50 plus Thor, Vet a day. So yeah, he's generating something there. But you know, that's a pretty large balance, okay? Keep in mind. And you hold a whatever amount of Vechain you hold, you're generating Thor, right? And the more you hold, the more you make. But in the future, what is it going to be used for? It's the gas of the transactions. And keep in mind, we really haven't even seen the... Let's go to VForge. We go over to the Explorer. We really haven't even seen transactions yet. Okay, this is onboarding of DNVGL data that Deloitte helped them do. Okay, Deloitte helped migrate a whole bunch of their certificates over to the Vechain blockchain. So that's really cool. That's what this is. But and so that cost a pretty chunk of change. But as far as activity goes on their network, we really haven't seen anybody get on there. We've seen some onloading of data, but we haven't really seen any big usage yet from a lot of companies coming on board. And so we're looking for that in the future. Keep in mind, it's long-term hold. This is not like, oh, what's it going to be doing next month? No, it's like, what is it going to be doing next year or in 3 years? That type of thing. But it is used for the transaction costs, okay? Oh yeah, Buffett. Yeah, that's why I thought Buffett said that. Thanks. So Magnum asks, if you have it on Binance, there is no trading market yet. You have to move VThor to a supported exchange. Yeah, you can move it over to OceanX. And I think there's another option. It's in the Reddit. I forget what it is. V-Exchange or something like that. That somebody made where you can swap out VThor with VET. But for now, it's just OceanX for right now. But keep in mind, VThor is like pretty dang low right now, and the price could go up because of the way that the pricing mechanism is built into Thor. Is that you have where the amount that gets generated can be altered, or that's really the big thing. So what happens is, if let's say you have a transaction and it costs $1, okay, to write something to the blockchain, and all of a sudden Thor goes up to like $5 because they did say that the price is going to be allowed to float, right? So let's say it goes up to $5, just for example. Now the companies that are using that, they don't want to have their costs to write things to the database is being marked up. So anyway, they can basically adjust the cost to the businesses to use the Thor. So it remains constant for them, but we get the benefit of raising prices. Is VThor like XRP is to Ripple? No. XRP is not associated with Ripple. Everybody gets that mixed up. Ripple is trying to disassociate themselves from XRP. Remember all those lawsuits? Oh yeah, if Ripple goes away, XRP will still survive. Yeah. Keep that in mind. Yeah, did I hear about Vechain's valuable transactions with hospitals from the latest seed meeting? Actually, I posted it about that, gosh, I don't know, a couple weeks ago when I was talking about Vechain. I think it's when I did a summary of the summit, but where they're doing it with crash carts for hospitals, and they have like 400 or 500 hospitals that DNVGL does certifications with and stuff like that, and that's a really cool thing. Oh yeah, Samantha says Vex decentralized exchange and L Bank also support VThor. That's right. VThor is too expensive at the moment, Sonny said. Yeah, that wasn't such a great comment, was it? I don't think he's going to make that comment again in the future. We'll see. Hopefully not. And what about the sell walls? Hey, developers, man. They need to, they're getting paid, and they need to get paid. So it's just sell walls. Right now they seem huge, but when Vechain starts getting traction in the U.S., I wouldn't worry about that. They'll just be covered up and they'll be minuscule. Right now it's mainly in Europe that people talk about Vechain, not so much in the U.S. So yeah, developers get paid in that, so we'll see. Yeah. Hey, Nolan. Thanks for watching. Gotta go. May the force be with me. Thanks. Anyway, that leads me to say that, yeah, I have to go too. So thanks everyone for watching. Please like, subscribe, get notified, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.